The SQE provides a great opportunity for anyone from any jurisdiction to become a solicitor in England and Wales. Here's how. Hi, and welcome to the Law Simplified. I'm Shaveen Bandadnayaka. Several months ago, I launched the SQE Prep Masterclass series, and since then, I have had a number of students from all around the world who've reached out, interested in pursuing a career as a solicitor in England and Wales. Now, as I mentioned several weeks ago in a video that I'll link in the description below or through the pop-up that will appear on screen above, it has now become even more easy to become a solicitor in England and Wales, despite not being in the jurisdiction itself. But what most students seem to find difficult to grapple with is the actual requirements of the SQE, the Solicitor's Qualifying Examination. Now, I must preface this particular video by stating that the SQE, the Solicitor's Qualifying Exams, are conducted by the Solicitor's Regulation Authority, and they amount to the foremost authority in guiding you on the specific requirements of the SQE itself. You can find out more about the Solicitor's Regulation Authority and the modalities of the examination itself through their website, which I will link in the description below. But from a practical standpoint, and more so from an academic standpoint as well, the SQE itself proposes quite an interesting and, albeit I would argue, exciting prospect for anyone who wants to become a solicitor in England and Wales. What's great about the SQE, and what you need to first understand, is you need to think about this from the perspective of either a law student getting into the profession or someone who's coming in from a profession completely outside of law itself. The reason why I say this is because the learning curve might be somewhat easier for someone who is already enrolled or just completed a law degree, an LLB, as opposed to someone who's coming in from a different profession. The SQE is composed of 14 different modules, ranging from criminal law on the one hand to property practice, wills and probate on the other. This vast spectrum of subjects, which in themselves are somewhat bulky as well, test you as a potential first-day solicitor on what you would have to tackle with on a day-to-day basis. Now, mind you, it isn't easy, nor is it going to be one specific genre or one specific area of law. On the contrary, it's going to test you out on a myriad of areas and a myriad of topics. Have a look at the SQE Prep Masterclass program that's available on my online law school platform. It was developed under the auspices and the guidelines stipulated by the Solicitor's Regulation Authority, and it gives you a step-by-step guide from start to finish in terms of the theory as well as mock examinations to prepare you for what lies ahead in the actual SQE1 paper as well. But that being kept aside, one thing that you need to think about as a potential candidate for the SQE is what you hope to do once you complete this particular qualification. It does require some effort on your part, and once you commit to this, it does take several months to properly practice for and then learn the techniques of the examination before actually sitting for the SQE paper. Have a look at the Solicitor's Regulation Authority dedicated website for the SQE, which once again I'll link in the description below, to find out when the SQE1 examinations take place. The reason for this video is because there have been a number of you that have reached out in relation to the SQE. How is it similar? How is it different to an LLB? What do I need to know? How do I go about it? This video is just a taster, let's say, in terms of what you need to start with. But if you need more information, if you want to find out about the program that I conduct in terms of the SQE Prep Masterclass online, do reach out through the links in the description below. But until the next time that we meet, have fun, stay safe, and as always, obey the law.